Tie game, bottom of the ninth. At bat, Ricky Hill.
Oh my gosh! What did you do? Let's go!
Ricky, I've seen you out there swinging that stick, even when you're suffering pain. But you can't play baseball. You're going to get ridiculed, and you're going to wind up with an injury that you'll never get over. God's going to give you a higher calling.
But all I want to do is play. When I swing that bat, I ain't crippled no more.
And gone, senior Ricky Hill.
He did 4 homers in 1 game.
Son, you might be better, but you are not healed.
Your bones are rapidly depleting. It'll be a miracle if you ever walk again.
You seen this? Major league trials.
You're going to paralyze him. I don't need you filling him full of false hope. He's my son. Ricky, baseball had to end eventually. Time to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
First time you ever talked to me like a man is to tell me to forget the only thing I ever loved.
What has gotten into you?
He's special. They said he will never walk, and he ran. How many miracles do you need?
You're planning to join the elite.
I'm one of the best hitters you're ever going to see.
A bad leg could cost a team wins and money.
It's all stacked against me.
If you don't try, you're gonna die inside. I want my dreamer back.
All your hopes,
I cannot do this alone.
dreams,
It's your time, Ricky!
determination, and sacrifices have come down to this.
Could the ugly, untalented gays please report to the principal's office?
Guess that's you guys.
Tonight is our night. We're not gonna be sexy little high schoolers forever. You can say hi to Isabel.
I'm Josie, by the way. Good evening.
I'm gonna talk to Brittany.
I am loving the holes in your pants. You look like a little Dutch boy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna expel you both for committing a crime against Jeff!
Get out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do!
Get out of the freaking car!
We were just practicing for our self-defense club.
It's like a fight club?
Yes.
What's your plan here?
Jeff is psychotic, and they're picking on the weak and defenseless.
So, we teach a bunch of girls how to defend themselves.
They are grateful to us.
Adrenaline is flowing. Next thing you know, Isabel and Brittany are kissing us on the mouth.
We were wondering if you wanted to be our women's club advisor.
I'll sign off on your period club.
Amazing.
What?
Welcome to our fight club. Josie is gonna start by showing you all how to throw a solid punch. Punching each other. It makes girls weirdly horny.
I want that trophy.
To have a safe space like this, it means a lot to people. I'm gonna finally reverse stalk my stalker.
Yeah! I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome.
Okay.
It seems so supportive of women, especially the hot ones.
Men need therapy.
Are you cheating on me?
One time with your sister. There's 4 times. No, I would never cheat on you again.
We're getting revenge.
We are literally at the bottom. We have nowhere to go but up.
Your club is over.
They deserve a shot at showing everybody what they learned.
I really value when people use violence for me. It's actually one of my love languages.
I want that trophy.
Man, I knew women were evil.
The cancer is still spreading. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. There is one person who might be able to help.
Our program is a two-pronged treatment outside Mexico City. The results have been stunning.
She saved my life.
You're in very good hands with us.
After that, what happens then?
Your whole life happens then. John Kramer.
According to these scans, the tumor was never removed.
How much time do I have?
Months, at best.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done. Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real.
Peace came upon me. No light, no sound.
The only thing I have not provided is your anesthetic. But trust me, you will want to remain alert. Out of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer? Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your cerebral tissue into the glass enzyme tank. This will save your life.
So sleep, silent
This is not retribution. It's a reawakening. Live or die. The choice is yours.
This is the greeting we often hear at the beginning of Mass. It comes from the
Mike Stafford called.
Is this about that church shooting?
What makes a person do something like that?
If you said in your statement that the devil made you do it, you care to elaborate?
Wouldn't be doing myself any favors.
The girl is sane and fit to stand trial. You understand?
I feel bad for you.
Why is that?
Because hell is real.
That's where you think I'm headed?
That's between you and God.
Did you know everybody in that church?
This doesn't involve brimstone and contracts written in blood. Haven't you ever wanted or needed something desperately?
I was born one morning when it was drizzling rain. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mines. I loaded 16 ton of number 9 coal.
For those of us who grew up with it, coal is intrinsic.
Is coal important to your family?
I don't know. Is it to your family?
Yes.
That creates a kind of bond that you don't just make with any coworker. No. But coal mining, you go underground, sacrifice your life. You sweat and bleed and work.
I've seen a time of brotherhood.
For nearly a century, we've been told this place is nothing without a king.
But like
all of this stuff used to be trees and green leaves and ferns.
Its spirit fades away. They say my father's father.
In the beginning, this place was wild. Sometimes I wonder if our king's ghost is trapped here.
I guess you can't take my memories from me.
It is not dirty or clean. It is elemental. I learned that you can be proud of your life and want better for them that come after you.
There have always been those of us looking for stories that keep us alive.
When you open a book, you can be anybody, and you can be different nationality and different sex and have a different age. And so it's like a magic portal to another world. It's a window into another world. So I still feel that way.
Now, Joyce Carol Oates is one of the most phenomenal and brilliant writers of our time.
Joyce Carol Oates has published over 100 books since 1963.
She is obviously one of the most prolific writers there are.
The 2010 National Humanities Medal to Joyce Carol Oates for her contributions to American letters.
I have often felt that in a sense I'm a very neutral being, and that I have almost no personality. As if I'm a neutral or a transparent medium, where this one thing comes by way of the medium into being a book or some writing.
So I always felt that I could tell stories that other people were not telling. And I'm sort of looking at how some people are mistreated and there is injustice, and social injustice in our society. And one has to write about them.
You described the process of writing a novel as obsession, excitement, anxiety, then melancholy when done, and fear that nothing will ever mean that much again.
Probably I was just being a little funny. Yeah, I do miss some novels that I really put a lot of my life into. And when I think back on them, I sort of wish that I was writing them again, or that I could go back and inhabit that time in my life again.
The use of language is all we have to pit against death and silence.
Aveai planuri mari. Acum ce vrei să faci? Să rămâi polițist la Curvaș?
La pește?
Ne-ați prins.
Mă, mie îmi place acolo și...
Dar cum e băiatul ăsta nou? Îl știi?
Da, pare băiat cu minte.
Dar te descurci cu el.
Da... Nici nu-i mare acțiune aici în sat să...
Ai văzut cum suntem noi aici, că avem un fel al nostru de a și... Agentul ăsta nou pune întrebări și stârnește oameni.
Ce anchetă?
Cu crimă.
Cu crimă? Păi dacă mai aud o vorbă, una singură de ancheta asta de la tine, te zbor de aici, nu mai știu unde ai fost pe harta țării, băi. E clar?
Ili, tu cred că înțelegi ce cu oamenii ăștia, cu ce se ocupă ei. Să știi că oamenii ăștia sunt mai periculoși decât ce ai pățit tu acum 10 ani.
Gata, bă, băiatule, gata. Acum te duce la spital, băi.
Apa asta care vine peste noi, ca un potop, ne-a luat la toți mințile. Aici ne vine o apă sfântă să ne spere de păcate.
Someone killed my son. I need to know.
You gotta leave, but I don't think that's what you should be thinking about right now, Mom.
I loved Michael, and I'm sad he's gone.
I'm pregnant.
I'm here to help, but you need to talk to other people in your situation.
You are my best writer. Right.
You know I didn't make him a junkie.
No, I don't know that. Is he still dealing?
That's the thing, he had stopped. Somebody called him that night. He left all freaked out. And then bam.
Who's that?
That's about $50,000 worth of dirty heroin. I want you to talk to me on the record.
You remember Mike's friend Ducky?
We think him and Michael might have been in business together.
Selling heroin cut with fentanyl.
Stuff called mother's milk.
Mike was killed up the block from one of Ducky's stash houses.
Ducky killed Michael.
I know he would not do this.
And who killed him?
You saw what happened?
You feeling okay, Mom?
No. Not really.
You followed him? He could have killed you. Saw the person who broke in.
Doesn't make any sense.
We got a lead.
A what?
We got a lead.
Helping and healing is actually what you want. You really need to see it for what it is.
Don't I get to know who killed my son?
I assume you know the implications of this.
I know more than anyone.
What's the last chance on Kate?
Whoever knows best.
Vous m'expliquez ce que vous faites ici, Madame Winkler? Quand vous courez après les heures de ménage? Je l'ai lu, votre dernier livre. J'en ai marre d'entendre parler de la crise, du chômage, de la précarité d'une façon abstraite. J'ai besoin de voir, de partager le quotidien.
Ah, c'est vous la remplaçante? Faudra vous fouler plus que l'autre, hein.
Ferry, c'est opération commando. Escale de 1h30, pas une seconde de plus. Pays au swing. Faut aller très vite, c'est très dur.
Nettoyage! Allez, on se dépêche, ça plus vite!
Tu vas pas passer ta vie sur le ferry.
Non, mais j'espère. J'espère aussi partir loin.
Pourquoi tu passes par là, c'est pas la route? J'ai pas le temps d'aller regarder la mer, là. Ah, on le prend, là, le temps.
Les invisibles, je veux les rendre visibles.
Tu gagnes au loto, tu fais quoi?
Je m'achète ma paire de baskets à 300 balles et mon tatouage. Vous n'avez aucun doute, vous? Ça m'arrive. Mais là, ce que je veux raconter, c'est plus fort que mes doutes.
Let's see.
I've only been scared 3 times in my life. This was one of them. I've been married for almost 10 years, and a cop for almost 12.
Captain, you got a minute?
Go away. You ever hear of the Gemini Lounge?
We got stacks of files on these guys. These are mobsters. I can go undercover.
You have to disappear completely. And if I was gonna do it at all, I would have to do it right.
Get this guy whatever he wants, all right?
Bourbon, please.
Please? You sure you're in the right place?
You having a good time with my guys?
Great bunch of guys.
Did you ever kill anybody?
Everything is so clear when you look back at it. But in situations like this, you do what you have to do.
I don't know what's going on in your head. I don't like the way you're acting.
You just need to trust me, okay?
Roy tells me good things about you.
What's with the long face?
That's nothing.
I'll let you bend my ear for a bit.
These guys are not stupid.
Everything is under control.
You're getting too close.
Just let it go.
Sweet dreams, Bobby.
Everybody who hasn't read a Stephen King book has still seen a Stephen King movie.
It all started with Carrie.
Seeing her burn everything down at the end, you're watching it, it's thrilling.
Creepshow had a massive impact.
It completely traumatized me.
Aren't you going to say hello?
Pet Sematary is a great movie.
Misery is one of my favorites.
Stephen King writes human beings, and then he puts them in phantasmagorical situations.
Instead of setting everything in big cities, he chooses locations that are identifiable for everybody.
It's an idealized America, but then it's ripped apart and sent to hell.
When I think of my favorite Stephen King movies, I think of Stand By Me and The Shawshank Redemption.
I remember being shocked that someone who I associated so much with horror was capable of creating something so beautiful.
Much of Stephen King's work seems to be about how we treat each other.
Whether it's the family in Cujo or what's happening in The Shining between Jack and Wendy.
This isn't like it's coming. This is about what's here. That's the legend of Stephen King, is able to see things in the future that the average person can't.
He's been such a mirror for pop culture, but now he is his own pop culture.
Pourquoi tu passes par là, c'est pas la route? C'est bien de faire un détour. T'as vu ces deux arbres? On dirait qu'ils se parlent. C'est beau, non? Oh, je suis azimutée. Ça veut dire quoi, azimuté? Azimuté. Ça veut dire ivre de fatigue. Tu vois, c'est comme être ivre ou défoncé. Azimuté. Moi, j'ai pas le temps. Je fais jamais ça. Je suis ici 3 fois par jour pour aller bosser. T'as pas le temps quoi? De quoi? Mais j'ai pas le temps d'aller regarder la mer. Là. Ah, on le prend là, le temps. Ouais. Tu viens, on va nager? Quoi? T'es sérieuse, toi? Vas-y, je te regarde. Ah, vas-y, va. Complètement cinglé.
I've been having the strangest dreams.
Rachel, dreams are not reliable analytical material. That's so 20th century.
Hi, Rachel. We're delighted to let you know that we've had movement on our wait list.
We got a spot at the Womb Center. Oh, but haven't told Elvie yet.
Why, Rachel?
He wants a natural child.
Well, hold on. You put us on a wait list to have a baby and an egg.
No, it's not an egg.
It's an egg.
Women are reluctant to have children because it's not made convenient. We want them to pursue their careers and dreams.
We can't live in the past. I want to have a child with you.
Let's do it, Rachel.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're all very excited.
Parents are raving about it. It is the ultra solution.
My nephew was born at the womb center, but he doesn't dream.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I can't do it with the pod in here.
What are you talking about? It can't see us.
I feel Alvie is able to bond with our child, but I'm not. Maybe I'm just not ready to be a mother.
You know, no one's a mother just like that. You become one.
Lately, I've been holding on to something.
We are considering having a home birth.
I'm sorry. It's not possible.
I won't raise this child without nature. Congratulations. It's so exciting, isn't it?
I noticed a change in productivity. You do have a baby at the womb center, right?
Why?
What's going on?
Things are revolving.
Your family dynamics are about to undergo tremendous changes.
How can we make sure our baby's not bored in utero?
Oh yeah, we don't want any bored babies.
2 days ago, there was an accident at a research center off the coast of northern Canada involving a certain CEO's daughter. We need a team to go in and extract her within the next 24 hours.
What do you know about me?
I know you were recruited to the Ghost Project when you were 18. They stripped you of any legal identity, so if you died, no one would know. Discretion is their top priority.
There are 2 possible research camps where the target could be located, north and south.
Any idea what we're dealing with?
It's that it's dangerous.
What the hell could have done that?
Y'all see anything? My guess is that surviving on the island for longer than 3 days has proven to be difficult. Man, what the hell is that? It's us.
That's us.
What if it's killing everyone on the island? It's some version of us. How do you survive against an island full of stronger, faster, deadlier versions? It's sick, you nasty of your previous selves. Look, this is gonna sound crazy. The whole island seems to be surrounded by some sort of wormhole.
One minute it's there, the next.
It follows. It's everywhere.
Whatever it is.
It kills. It's coming for us. All of us. Watching, waiting until they think I'm crazy. I need you to believe me. It could be anywhere. People are dying.
Can you tell me how long I'll be staying in contracts?
Field agents always start here. If you're desperate for some action, you can move to control.
Sorry, I didn't just leave my desk job so I could work another desk job.
Then you'll put in the time like the rest of us.
What's your background?
Worked for the DA.
Really? So you're an attorney.
I was, and then I got bored.
I don't see how that translates into wet work.
You watch enough guilty people walk free, and eventually you want to go out there and take care of them yourself.
Very proactive.
Look, I get that. But don't be so anxious to get out there. The training course is one thing, but the real world would eat you alive.
I'm not so sure about that.
We'll see.
You know, it's not every day that we have a division-wide meeting on such short notice, but Carol here has something she'd like to discuss.
Not just me. I think I can speak for the whole division.
We all think this is getting to be too much.
What is?
No, let Carol finish.
Obviously, I was going to let her finish, but all of a sudden, it was as if his supposition that I had interrupted her
Thank you.
were true.
Truth is, we're all getting worried about you.
Why would you be getting worried?
It's the standing.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless to try and conduct psychological warfare against me? You can't bully me.
What are you talking about, Orson?
I have a feeling that this has its origins in the fact that some of you may have noticed that I have, on 2 or 3 occasions, taken myself aside to garner my strength alone, having a short rest in that little room next to the elevator. I can understand that to some of you this may seem annoying. Obviously, we all have work to do, and we can't just take breaks whenever we feel like it. But I want to assure you that I will always take care to make up any concomitant loss of efficiency.
What's up, little brother? You good? Yeah, I'm good. You remember Aisha? Yeah, I remember Aisha. Hey, I know your pops?
My dad?
Yeah, he's got good music taste. Not a half-bad singing voice either.
How would you possibly know that?
Listen, I just know things. I know everything that happens in the Waldorf, you know?
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Desiree. What's this? Oh, you didn't know? They're doing auditions. Yeah, giving out a record deal. Jelly's gonna audition, It's time to take the stage, shine, represent. I'm his producer. All right. Yo! Hey, yo! Hey, watch it up! Watch
It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many week shows you slept through. Time's up, I'm sorry I kept you. Thinking of this, you keep repeating your miss. The rhyme from the microphone solo with. So you sit by the radio, hand on the dial soon. As you hear it, pump up the volume. Put the speaker till you hear it blow. Then plug in a headphone, cause here we go. It's a four-letter word when it's heard to control your body to dance. So, dot text a tempo like a red alert. Reach your reflex and let it work. When this is playing, you can't get stuck with the steps, so can say, and I'ma still come up with a gift to be swift. Follow the leader, the rhyme will go deaf with the record that was mixed a long time ago. It could be done, but only I could do it. For those that can dance and clap your hands to it.
When I was about 20, listening to the radio one day, I heard a program by chance about the Manhattan Project. And I listened to it, and then I phoned up and I asked Teddy, I said, I've just heard this radio program. Were you there? So he said yes. Pause.
Pause.
And he said
Pause.
yes, and he explained to me that he had the motivation was to develop the bomb before the Germans. That was how he justified doing it.
Well, that was the reason he did it.
Yes, that's right. And he told me about how he'd felt when they tested it.
Right.
And how people had been celebrating, and he'd felt really awful, and he'd just gone back to his room.
Yeah.
I just thought, shit, he's human. You know, he's been involved in designing and making the most horrendous thing on earth, and not something to be proud of. I didn't know that he'd mitigated it by making sure that it was shared information.
Right.
And it never occurred to me.
Yeah.
And then when they told me, the penny dropped. Everything. Oh.
So it made sense of...
It made sense of their life, of our life, of